The pieces begin to fall into place. With the King's aid, we shall assemble a force worthy of Meridia's blessing. Small groups have trickled in since your departure. The warriors inside seem to be under the protection of the Knight Darien, an exceptional fellow. Brave to a fault, and devoted to lost causes. Cadwell found them in the wilds. The pieces begin to fall. Small groups have trickled.
We have made excellent progress.
Your nagging is becoming more annoying than my persistent rash. We finally have a secure base. To go back outside without a plan is even too foolhardy for me.
You want us to hide behind these walls? To leave our comrades to die while you sip wine and lounge about? You have no honor, Knight.
Don't lecture me about honor, elf. You have no idea what I've seen or what I've gone through. My apologies for that display. The whole rash comment. Just a figure of speech, of course. So, I suppose you know more about this place than any of us. Like where I can get a decent drink? A safe haven, eh? I didn't really expect to see cheerful flowers and clear water anywhere in this dark realm. I assumed we were walking into untimely and painful deaths. Glad to see I was wrong this one time. That's a good question. I heard that Captain Alfari was killed shortly after we were scattered. I was hoping to find another officer here, but no such luck. I couldn't let you go off and save the world all by yourself, could I? Not with just these Fighters Guild braggarts. Besides, there was a portal. How could I not step through and see what was on the other side? That's a good question. An Ayleid? I thought they were all, you know, dead. Of course, this is a Daedric Prince's plane. I really need to stop being surprised by such revelations. I have a feeling that won't be the strangest thing I find out before this is all over.
Attend me, soldiers. We have a war to win, and time grows short.
What in Ariel's name is this? Who are you?
So that's the last Ayleid, huh? I thought he'd be more dusty. Isn't that what happens when elves get really, really old?
Shut it, you fop.
Who's in charge of this group? Step forward and address me. Then allow me to rectify that. I shall lead you. We shall recover your comrades and complete your mission. If that does not work for you, your services are no longer needed.
I don't know who you are, but you aren't Fighters Guild. You have no authority over us.
Do you challenge me, then? Do you want me to kill you to prove my combat prowess to your companions?
I wouldn't necessarily mind seeing that. He is kind of annoying.
How can you expect us to lay down our lives for someone we never met? Trust is earned on the battlefield.
If you want to survive, if you want to win this, you must trust me. Allow me to explain why you need my leadership. We shall work this out. I understand your reservations, but with my leadership, the Fighters Guild will help us win this war.
The pieces begin to fall. Small group.
Well, the king certainly doesn't lack confidence. I can appreciate that. Might put our friend here in his place. That'd be delightful to see. I think there are a lot of good soldiers out there who need our help. I also know that if we just charge out there with no plan, we're as good as dead. I'm always eager to rescue a fair maiden or two, but not at the cost of everyone's life.
We have made excellent progress thus far, but there is still so much to do. Continue your efforts to fill this city and strengthen our army. We shall require every ally we can muster if we are to successfully challenge the Lord of Schemes.
Smashing! So glad you could join us. Welcome to the Fighters Guild, which is rather a mundane name, isn't it? Though it is precise. They fight things and they're in a guild. Works rather well, actually, come to think of it. Actually, it was Honor who found them. Have you met? We've been together forever. He knows Cold Harbor almost as well as I do. Pish Tosh, Honor isn't a pet. He's my faithful steed. He does mistake the odd wood elf for a tasty treat, but they've been known to do that themselves, haven't they?
The pieces begin to fall into place. Small groups have trickled in since your departure. The warriors inside
Yeah! Yeah!
The great and wonder. Greetings. This magical projection presents my current plan to my allies. Separated and alone, I decided to complete our mission, personally. I entered the Black Forge through a side door with the intention of destroying the Great Shackle beyond. In case it needs to be said, the Black Forge creates all of Molag Bal's vile weapons, including the Dark Anchors and the Great Shackle. With the Great Shackle destroyed, the threat of the Plane Meld should come to an end. No need to concern yourself. I'm sure I have this well in hand. I imagine I've already destroyed the Great Shackle, and even now we're celebrating our victory over the Lord of Brutality. Yes, I'm sure that's what has happened. You there, please. I need your assistance. What a ridiculous question. I am the Great Mage's essence of health. The Daedra captured Vannis. They plan to use him to power the Great Shackle. To prevent this, Vannis divided his essence into 3 fragments. Vampires feed upon this essence and weaken it. Kill the vampires and collect the energy they siphon from me. Restore that energy to me and I can easily break free of these flimsy bonds. When Vannis Galerion was captured, he cast a spell that divided him into his 3 essential essences: health, stamina, and magicka. I am the Great Mage's health. Set each of these essences free, and we can make the Great Mage whole once more. While we are the essences of the Great Mage, we aren't the Great Mage himself. Not exactly. Separated into fragments such as this, we are weak, vulnerable. It wasn't long before we, too, were bound in magical chains. The Great Mage is a virtual powerhouse of magicka energy. The Daedra want to use that power to speed up and complete the Plane Meld, finally merging Nirn into Coldharbour. But make no mistake, Vannis has simply delayed the inevitable with this ploy. returned. I had almost given up hope. Yes, I can sense its reinvigorating presence. Give it back to me and I shall free myself. Follow my light to the slave quarters. Then we can recover our essence of stamina. The time to reforge the essences of the Great Mage has arrived. The essence before you has been used to feed the slaves and keep them working. Talk to the slaves and convince them to release my energy so that I can break free. If the slaves refuse, there is another way. The slaves' taskmaster used a device to rip away my energy. The device can recover the energy, but doing so will destroy the soul-shriven you target. However, the device only works from a distance. Get too close, and you can't target a slave. What can I tell you that you don't already know? Vanus Galerion is the most famous, most powerful, most daringly courageous mage in the Mages Guild. His legendary exploits are, well, legendary. Aren't you listening? He's the Great Mage. There isn't anything he can't accomplish once he sets his mind to it. This particular conundrum is merely a minor bump in the road. Makes things more interesting.
I hate this so-called existence.
I think the more pertinent question is, why aren't you more depressed? Why hasn't this horrible place made you so sad you can hardly breathe? Why? Why? There's gotta be something wrong with you.
I hate this.
Not a chance, dunghead. It was given to me. Go find your own! Well, in that case, just make sure you shut down this damn forge.
I saw you eyeing my fire. It isn't very warm, but it's all we've got. Go find your own fire, stranger. Why? You don't look like you need it. Without it, I'll grow weak and wither away. Wait, that's what you want to happen. You want to hurt me. It will? I don't know. All right, take it. Take it and leave me alone.
I wish we could take longer breaks, but the work never ends. And what will you give me in return? What do you have that will keep me whole and strong enough to do the work that is required of me? Oh, so high and mighty. You think to take the place of the Taskmaster, do you? Oh, very well. Take it and get out of my sight. Some of us have to work for a living.
Don't run off like that again, Alexis. You know that I worry so. Are we playing a game? Is this a new game, Alexis? You know how much I love games. Dear Alexis. Alexis. Why would I do such a thing? The energy makes me strong. I haven't felt this good in such a long time. My dear Alexis, don't say such dreadful things. The Dark Lord will hear. Then what will become of you? No, I'll keep the energy.
Escape? That's easy. Waiting for the right time to make your move? That's where the difficulty comes in. And how will that help this one see the escape plan to fruition? This one thinks you should bother someone else now. Always with the violence. Oh, your kind so predictable. Very well. Take it. This one hopes you joke on it.
Don't run off like that again, Alexis. Why would I do so? Oh, Alexis. You remembered how much I love bright and shiny things. I never could refuse your requests. Take the energy and use it well.
Did you succeed? The great mage himself couldn't have done any better, but don't tell him I said that. After you return my energy, I will break free. The last fragment is trapped in the foundry. Follow my light, and I'll show you the way. It's exquisite. But this has to end. The Great Mage must be made whole again so we can finish our mission. 4 seals contain the magic that binds me to this machine. While this essence is locked in place, they siphon my energy into the forge. Vanus divided himself to prevent them from using his considerable energy to power the Great Shackle. It didn't stop them from plugging this essence into the forge, however. Unlock the 4 seals and I'll be able to escape this damned machine. They plan to use the Great Mage to provide a considerable boost of energy, to complete the plane meld ahead of schedule. Vanus divided his energy among the 3 essences, making each one worthless to the Great Shackle. It provides the power necessary to craft Molag Bal's vile implements of conquest. Daedric weapons, dark anchors, the components of the Great Shackle itself. And I am the source of this energy, at least while the seals of binding remain in place. It is a larger, more powerful version of a dark anchor, designed to complete the connection, to draw Oblivion and Nirn together. Brittle, less powerful. Then these bindings can no longer hold me. This essence will join you, and then we can find the physical form of the Great Mage. Through the boiler tunnels waits the mighty Guardian, Kothutwilk. Defeat the Guardian and open the cage that holds our physical form. I can lead you to the Great Mage. Just stay close and follow my light.
intruder! The mage belongs to me!
And vitality. And now stamina returns. How I've missed you, old friend. Ah, much better. Now, follow me out of this foul place. Then we can talk. Perhaps I shouldn't have attempted this by myself. Yes, the Great Shackle, where the plane meld begins and ends. I thought I could deal with it on my own, but I was wrong. You have restored me, released me from captivity. With your continued help, we can end this threat once and for all. The time has come. The Great Shackle must be destroyed. Stay close and follow my every command. Taking down the Great Shackle, the primary conduit for the plane meld, requires precision and the careful application of destructive spells. As it so happens, I am a master of destructive spells. This won't be easy. Is there anything else you want to ask me before we move out? What can I tell you that isn't obvious? The Great Shackle is the ultimate version of Molag Bal's Dark Anchors. A massive weapon capable of completing the plane meld of its own accord. It would be a fascinating device if it wasn't so terrifying. They wanted to use my energy to power the Shackle. That indicates to me that the Shackle utilizes some form of energy. Disrupting that flow of energy may be key to destroying the Great Shackle. I'll know more once we get inside. A barrier spell on the door? How pedestrian. Give me a moment and I'll open the way. I must be weaker than I thought. That took a lot out of me. Once we get inside, you take the lead. I need to conserve my energy for dealing with the shadow. So I leave the hacking and slashing up to you. Don't take too long with these ruffians. We need to hurry. I'd help, but I need to conserve my energy to deal with the Great Shadow. We need to locate the source of energy that... Watch out! They're trying to surround you! I don't have an unlimited amount of power at my disposal, so you'll need to deal with these brutes.
I've little time for talk.
Remarkable! This could be what we're looking for.
We meet again, fellow knight. Wonderful day to sally forth, wouldn't you say? Oh, you know, a hidden path, the odd secret door, and Bob's your uncle. Here I am. I heard you were going to attack the Great Shackle. That's a quest worthy of a knight of my stature.
That this is another one of the Magicka conduits. How fascinating! This contraption resembles the device I was imprisoned in. It draws life force from the imprisoned creature to power the shackle. If we can reverse the flow of energy, we should be able to return the stolen life force to that poor creature. I believe that the other conduits are located on the walkway above us. The passage on the other side of the chamber looks like it might lead upstairs. I am going to finish my examination of this device, of course. Then I'll determine what our next move must be. No! What have you done? Oh, wait! You reversed the energy flow. Good work! Now go upstairs and find the other conduits.
Someone out there? I could use a little help in here. Hello? Can you let me out of this cage, please? appreciate the help, and I hope... I thought I would rot in that cage forever. What an excellent idea! You can count on my help. I'll go find Vanus and prepare myself for battle.
To open this cage. You have my thanks, friend.
Someone needs to pay for locking me away in this dung heap. And I need to bust some heads, so I'm going to help you with your mission. I'll find Vanus and ready myself for battle.
Let's move out! The Great Shackle isn't going to destroy itself, you know!
How about the vile shackle? We're going to give you a damn good thrashing.
Defend me while I cast this extremely powerful and fantastically impressive spell! Keep them off me. I have to concentrate, and even the least distraction can be disastrous.
Advance!
Deal with those creatures. Must I do everything on this mission?
Heal me! I need healing!
It must be electrifying to watch a master such as I while I work. did it! The Great Shackle has been shattered! The threat of the plane meld is no more!
Jolly good. And as soon as you deal with the planar vortex, everything will be right as rain.
What? Explain yourself, then. What planar vortex?
The shackle formed a planar vortex, kind of like an oblivion straw that will suck Nirn right through and into Cold Harbor. Quite amazing how I knew that.
Enough! We can discuss this back in the Hollow City. I'll open a portal before this entire place collapses on top of us. We have accomplished great things this day, my faithful friend. Was there ever any doubt? Between your skills and my formidable magical prowess, the destruction of the Shackle was a foregone conclusion. We aren't finished yet, however. Cadwell claims that we have more to do if we are to truly save Nirn. I would love to explore this lost city, but apparently we still have much to do. This planar vortex that Cadwell describes concerns me greatly. Let's head inside and formulate a new plan to deal with this danger. If what Cadwell says is true, our job isn't finished here. And I'm positive we got the Daedric Prince's attention at the Shackle. He won't be too happy about what we did to his toys. That means we need to hit him before he hits us. I need to consult with my colleagues in the Mages Guild. We need to gather whatever information we can on this planar vortex. I hate going into a situation blind. Let the mages inside know that I'll be joining them in a moment. I need to finish with Cadwell and the groundskeeper first. I don't know...
I'm glad Varna's made it. I was afraid we lost the old braggart.
You must be the person who rescued all these people. We were part of Varnus Galerian's group before. Well, before everything fell apart. We appreciate everything you've done for us. The four of us, yes. There were many more, but, well, you've seen it out there. Even our fabled leader was lost to the harsh plain of Cold Harbor. We're all that made it back. What? You've got to be kidding. I saw him being torn away. There's no way they'd let him live. You must have him mixed up with someone. There just isn't any way.
Ah, my old friend. I thought we'd lost you.
What? It can't be!
So good to see you all again, my friends. I'm glad we all made it here safely.
Barney, you're alive. That's wonderful.
Ah, dear Nalia. My heart fills with delight at the sight of you. Yes, I am safe.
Where have you been, old friend? Trying to win the war all by yourself again?
Well, yes, but I ran into a bit of trouble. Our friend here showed up and lent me a hand.
Well then, you have our thanks. I'm not sure we could have gone on without... without Varnis.
Cheer up, dear Nalia. I'm here now. But our mission isn't finished. We have to destroy the plein air vortex and end the plane meld.
Do you have a plan, old friend?
I know what we need to do. I'm just not sure how we go about doing it. We need to discuss this with the Fighters Guild. We need a council of war.
This talk of war. I thought we were done. We got Varnis back. Why can't we just go home?
I will take it from here, my friend. We have many things.
The pieces are almost all in place. We can move against Molag Bal whenever you want. Attack now, or gather more forces. The choice is yours. Thanks to your efforts, life is returning to the city. Already, those you have rescued have found their way here. Do we have enough to start a war? Yes. But are our numbers strong enough to finish it? I'd suggest we're not there yet. Marching against this enemy at less than full strength would not be advised. Of course, victory is never guaranteed, no matter what the odds. If you feel differently, give the command. Otherwise, go back out and look for more allies to aid us. I concur. That would be a wise course of action. When you feel our forces are sufficient for the task, return.